falta nada más, ¿no? No, parece que no. Vamos a hablar con el capitán Vasco. Nos dará una recompensa o algo por ahí.
So, are you ready to leave?
Well, not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle. What about
My cabin.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Vale, me han dado 3 de reputación con los notas. Perfecto. Y he subido de nivel, por lo que veo.
Be back soon, Captain.
Muy bien, vamos a ver qué vamos a subir. En habilidades. Esto. Armas blancas de una mano. Armas pesadas de una mano. ¿No puedo llevar armas de 2 manos a todo esto? Sería interesante. Armas pesadas de 2 manos. Y está tomado por saco de... Armas blancas de 2 manos. Creo que seguir este camino. Esto representa que ya lo tengo... Sí, esto ya lo tengo aprendido. Me falta esto aquí. Que también lo podría aprender. Necesito 2 puntos. Vale. Vale, todo esto ya lo tengo. Vale, si quiero seguir por este camino. Rodar. Uy, hay un montón de puntos, Vale. Bueno, el próximo sería este, acero afilado. Los ataques con armas blancas de una mano infligen más daño. Vale, pues nada, vamos a aprender este. Vale, nos han dado un logro. Tras los pasos de los maestros. Vale. Y ya está. Me imagino que... Los nautas nos dieron, pero aún somos el sospechoso. Vale, pues... Ya está. Pues nada, solo falta hablar con... Informe de contramaestre. Espera. Ah, vale, tenemos que completar... Tenemos que acabar esta misión. El comerciante, ¿no? Ya me había olvidado ya. Decía yo que no nos habían dado experiencia ni nada. Vamos a acabar esta. Y después la otra. Tenemos que hablar con el embajador o no sé quién. Aquí. Sí, eso por aquí. ¿Qué es eso que vuela? Ah, que no puedo ir. Aquí ya vino una vez. Puedo entrar por varios sitios. Vale, habrá con Senescal.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D
A la
as soon
isla.
as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Vale. Uy, he puesto... Vale, encuentra la forma de mover la carga hasta la isla. Pues tiene que hablar con el capitán. A ver lo que nos dice el capitán vasco.
So, are you ready to leave?
Not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle. What about you?
Me ayuda con la
I have a
mercancía.
favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
Listen here, I haven't forgotten what you did for our Jonas. I would gladly do you the favor, but my quartermaster is more stubborn than the tide. He is convinced that thugs want to use our vessel to bring who knows what aboard. And, because of that, he's placed guards to watch over the registered merchandise before they load it up. All that I can do for you is to write your crates into the ship's manifest. If you manage to get them into the warehouse, they'll find their way into the ship's hold. And with the manifest, the crazy Gustavo won't see nothing but smoke. Please try and avoid roughing up those brave guards. They are my fellow Norts, after all.
Vale, desastre de los guardias del almacén. Vale.
Be back soon, Captain.
Pues los tengo que matar a los guardias. Vale, era ahí donde me decía antes que no podía entrar. No, por aquí no. ¿Cuál es el logotipo de los nautas? Es que tengo aquí el... Pero este no será el de los nautas. ¿Este? A ver, ¿dónde puedo mirar la reputación? No, pues no me sale nada. Vamos a grabar, vamos a... No. Se me ha equivocado de botón. Vale, aquí hay un almacén. Por ahí no puedo entrar, ¿no? Zona prohibida. Vamos a guardar. A ver si conseguimos equipo. Habrá enemigos por aquí. Alguien se mueve. Creo que está fuera. No puedo. Sería por aquí.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Vale. Bebida alterada. Prepara una bebida de consomníferos. Vale, ahí no puedo entrar. Aquí tampoco. A ver, voy a hablar con ellos, a ver qué me dicen.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Intuición.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Naughts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either.
En
We're
serio.
done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Hay otra. Vale, aquí vamos a hacer almacén por ahí. Bueno, vamos a entrar. ¿O no? Ah, pero para las bebidas... Vale, tenemos que irnos de aquí ahora. A preparar las bebidas.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Vale, pues no ha hecho falta preparar las bebidas. Vale. Pues vamos a hablar... ¿Dónde está? Hablar contra el maestre, el cuartel general... No me sale en el mapa. Está aquí. Pero no me sale. Sí, vamos por ahí.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of
You'll
science.
find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the Quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and
A
pleasant
saber lo que
voyage, Your
te
Excellency.
transportamos.
Kurt, good luck.
Vale. ¿Nada? ¿No me das nada? ¿En serio? Pues nada. Vale, vamos a hablar con... el embajador.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me.
Creo que ya sé quién es.
As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
El charlatán. Encuentra el charlatán. Alianza del Puente.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Su relación con la congregación de mercaderes.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Vale, a preguntarle sobre la isla.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tier for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Sí, me temo que sí. Vale, su relación con Telem.
And what of your war with Teleme?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tier.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Teleme has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Vale, pues ya está.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Ah, voy a ir arriba. Pues... vámonos. Vamos a completar la misión. El charlatán. Lo puedo mostrar aquí. Está aquí, vale. Vamos. ¿Esto qué es? A cortar general.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your...
Vamos a
Welcome, it's
vender.
such a pleasure. Have you seen any...
Ya tengo bastante cargado esto. Trabuco de caza. Es peor. Tiene más calidad, pero es peor. Vale. Me imagino que la calidad se podrá mejorar y subirá las estadísticas. Vale, sobre el bandido. Vale, este se lo quité a nuestro compañero. Bueno, por ahora lo voy a mantener. Vale, este es de mago, que lo quiero guardar. Vale, este es mejor. Pero me quita la... Vale, voy a quitar este. Esto no vale nada. Que no le toco nada más. Vale, los objetos de misión los puedo vender. Creo que no. Es que puedo comprar objetos de misión. Pero no los puedo vender. Poción de sueño, aquí es donde tenemos que comprar. Botella de brandy. Mejor lo necesitaremos más adelante. Aquí está el charlatán.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas,
vamos, la enfermedad que interesa. Cura.
but
Casualidad.
your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course.
Claro, claro.
That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
Ya
And
ves.
if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Hola.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Preguntar sobre efectos secundarios peligrosos. Pedir una menstruación, dejar en paz. Vamos a preguntarle los efectos
Are there any
secundarios.
nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Pedir una menstruación.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Su carreta. Esa parte de atrás. Antídoto de charlatán. Libro de investigación alquímico. Estas páginas están cubiertas por una letra pequeña y casi ilegible. Resultado de los experimentos. Observación de pacientes y símbolos incomprensibles. Pero la complejidad de algunas fórmulas no deja lugar a dudas. El autor era un verdadero alquimista y sin duda un gran experto. Vale. Carta de tabernero a la sirviente. El alquimista raro de la alianza, que alquiló una habitación en el piso de arriba, nos pidió específicamente que no la limpiáramos durante su estancia. Ese viejo estúpido no querrá que lo rompamos algún frasco o algo. Así que dejémosle... así que déjalo en su pocil, que el cliente siempre tiene la razón. Vale, tenemos que ir a la taberna. Vale, a ver. Parece que no. Vale, vamos a volver a hablar con él.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Mostrar el remedio que vende.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, You don't have the right!
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
¿Tavern algo?
I see you're back. Can I point?
No.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Acá arriba, ¿no? No, por aquí no es. Por aquí. Hola.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Preguntar sobre su carrera de profesor.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Obsesión por
Why does
Sahin.
Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Preguntar por las
Are you
pociones.
not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I
Claro.
offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Ay. Pues no lo sé. Venga, va, vamos a ayudarle.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Escolta al charlatán. ¿No viene?
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob.
No he hecho nada aún.
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Lo he hecho mal. A ver dónde me deja ahora. Ah, vale. Esto se había guardado. ¿Qué hay ahí? Ah, que había unas llaves. Que las pillemos ya. ¿Cómo se llama el símbolo? Por aquí.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Ofrecer una compensación, intuición. Oh. Vamos a hacer la intuición.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Ahora no lo tengo que escoltar. Vale, sí, hay varios caminos. Pero bueno. A ver, era inmoral lo que hacía, pero bueno, yo creo, si no nos han mentido en algo, no lo hacía con mala intención.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
80 monedas. Vale. Volver directamente a la embajada. Ah, mira. Vale. A ver lo que nos dice Sahin.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Y se ha escapado. Son por la reputación. Encubrir. Enfrentarse a él por su mentira.
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the Bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels, I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him, on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Vale, y si le decimos...
Your Excellency. Look. I tracked down your... Matt.
Encubrir.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord
Sí, mejor.
Desade.
Ese no me baja la reputación. Vale. El nivel 3. Si podemos mejorar algo. Sí. Ah, bueno, aquí nos dan un punto cada vez que subimos de nivel. Vale, esta habíamos mejorado. Acero cruel. Aumenta el daño, armas blancas, una mano a un enemigo sin armadura. Vale. 20% de daño. O podemos mejorar el arma de fuego. Un 20% de daño de fuego. Vamos a seguir por aquí. Y esto por ahora nada, ¿no? Nivel 4. Y este nivel 5. Vale, falta un nivel. Vale, pues yo creo que ya está todo. Que ahora no me deja nada. Es el embajador.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir-Fredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Caza herética. Encuentra el contrabandista. Vale.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Sus relaciones con la congregación.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How's Thélème faring on Teofridi?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
Vale, su relación con la Alianza del Puente.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Teofridi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Vale.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Vale, pues voy a hacer una pausa aquí y seguimos.